everyone. This is Juneann Lewis with the Juneann Lewis Show. And, but that's not what this is about. Yes, I'm in my bedroom taping. And I thought I'd do that because I thought I'd get a little personal with you guys. All right. There's one particular person that sent me something on social media, and they sent it one time and they sent it again, a message, and the question was, why does a beautiful woman like you don't have anybody in your life? Well, let me do a little back. I was married for 31 years. My husband passed, but if you knew my personal life, you knew anyway. So let me focus on what's going on. I was not looking for anybody for a while because I had to fix me. And I think everybody should do that. If you were in a marriage, whether it was a good marriage or a bad marriage, and you were out, and if it was a good marriage, you would still be in it. So let me say if it was a bad marriage. My husband happened to pass. He didn't pass here in the U.S. He passed overseas in another country. But anyway, it was not the best marriage. And that's not a negative thing for me at this point. I've learned a lot from that experience. And so I'm a better person for it. But I needed to fix Juneann. I needed to look to see where Juneann had to improve in herself. And I found out a lot of things about me. I was a very bitter person. And I was bitter even to people. I didn't even realize, family members and friends. And I didn't even realize it until afterwards. You know, when you evaluate yourself, you realize. But anyway, I'm a happy person. And now I think I am ready to answer your question. That person out there. Not that I'm interested. I'm just giving you an answer. And you're not the only one. I've had people catfish me a lot, and I know they were catfishing. Some of them were family members too, and they were catfishing to feel out to see who I was looking for. I was a little upset about that for some of them because I happen to know who they are. But anyway, I'm going to leave that alone and say this. I'm a better woman today than I was 2 years ago, even a year ago, 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago. And I know that because of the journey that I've went through when I evaluated my life and the things, the change that I purposely made in my life. But I took time out to do that. And I would say that to anybody. If your spouse have passed, or you were in a relationship that was not well and didn't work out, never jump back into another one. Take time out, evaluate yourself, look to see what you did or didn't do, and how you can make yourself a better person before you prepare yourself to go back up there. And so that was it, right? And somebody asked me later, why are you exercising so much? Like I'm running a 5K and doing all sorts of things. I'm improving me. I'm working on me, to get myself better for somebody else, right? So I do want to be remarried. And the person I'm looking for, and I'm going to speak on the positives here, right? So because I believe in that, I have a vision board, and I'll show you guys my vision board and my vision of what I like, and I put up those visions around my house of what I want to see and what I like, right? I'll show you guys that later. So anyway, okay, so you don't have to be the CEO of a company, but you should desire to own your own, because I'm an entrepreneur. And most of my life I've been an entrepreneur, and I'm an actress now and a talk show host, and I do all of those things. But because of the fact that that is my mindset, no, it doesn't make the other person bad. I'm going to go quickly into something. Robert Kiyosaki said there's 4 quadrants of people. There's employees, people who work for pay and they trade time for dollars. There's self-employed, which falls into the entrepreneur level. And that person trade their time, their energy, and their thoughts, and all of their knowledge for money, but it's for themselves, and they determine whether or not they're going to work their schedule, they're going to determine that, or their clients determine that. Then there's a business person who actually hires people to work for them, and they might be involved in the business too. And then there's investors. Okay, who invest their money, invest in real estate, invest in cryptocurrency, in stock, in Forex, whatever it is, they're investors, okay? I fall under the investor. I'm an investor, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a business person at sometimes, because at one point I did have employees working for me. But I'm not an employee. So I'm going to say that, all of that just to say, I don't have anything against employees, because there's times when I had to go out and be an employee as well in order to live my life. And that might be something that you might do. But your dream and your desire should never be to always be an employee. Because if you're an employee, somebody else controls your life. You don't. Right? So I say all that to say, the person that I'm interested in should be of an entrepreneurial mind, even if you're an employee now, but you should have an entrepreneurial mind. You should be business mindset, and investor should be your last thing, because that is my dream, to be an all-out investor where I'm investing, and I've started doing that already, and I have those things set in place where I'm investing, but that should be your vision, right? Doesn't make anybody else bad, because all of us grew up with different things in life. And I say all that to say, that's who I'm looking for, right? A person with investment mentality, owning your own, operating your own mentality. Good. With that being said, that person should be able to say, hey, let's run to the Bahamas for the weekend. And it should not break their bank. You don't have to be rich, you don't have to be a millionaire, but that should not break your bank, because those are reasonably cheap things. Should be able to say, let's, go whatever state it is right here in the United States. Let's go there for a day or for the weekend, or just do a breakfast a few hours drive away. Should be adventurous. Should love to travel. International travel should be your thing. You should love doing that. Should not be afraid to do those things. Should be somebody that loves to drive, because I love to do those type of things. Going to the movies, always coming up with creative ideas, business minded. Yes, I can't stress that one more than ever. I cannot stress that one, right? So, age group. I am not a cougar. My daughter says I say that word wrong, but anyway, I am not, and I purposely say my age all the time on social media because of this. I am 54 years of age, and I am not looking for no man 20 and 10, 7, 2 years younger than me, or is the youngest I'm willing to go. 2 years to maybe 15 years older than I am. So where we still have energy, and if that person, now I'm 54, even if that person is to close to 70 or something like that, I don't mind as long, because people today, we're living longer and we're staying stronger. I am more healthier today than I was 25 years ago. I can tell you that right now. So for that particular reason, it should be that type of a person. I'm not looking, again, don't let me say who I'm not looking for. I would rather have somebody that their children are grown and they can be a grandparent, because more like if your children are grown, you'll be a grandparent in most instances, but nobody with minor children. I am 54, none of my children are minors, and I am not interested. Again, don't let me say that. Let me put it this way. I would prefer to have somebody that already have grown children. And that word prefer is very strong, meaning that that's what I'm looking for. All right? So, this is a kind of like me putting it out there. Yes, I'm available. And yes, I'm looking for somebody. It's kind of like me putting that, yes, it is me putting it out there, that I am available. So at this point in my life, I'm comfortable to move on with a relationship. So if you know somebody, those of you who know good men, okay, that's it. And hope you guys have gotten a little bit insight into me, into who I am and how I think and that sort of thing. Follow me on Facebook, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and as well as on Instagram, and like me on Instagram as well. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye-bye.